So to prepare a good cup of coffee in the V60, you will need obviously the V60 per se is this kind is very cheap. It's not nothing expensive. This is made of some sort of metal. You can find it in ceramic or even in plastic. Could be fine. The jar is totally optional. You could prepare this directly to the cup itself if you want. But it's better if you want to prepare more than one cup. On a scale, obviously, it's pretty handful and useful. So yeah, buy a good scale. Gonna be it's gonna be easier for you. This one has also the timer here incorporated. You will need obviously fresh coffee, good coffee. I use it in beans, but you can use pre-grained coffee as well. Pre-ground coffee as well. I use this grinder for convenience mostly, but it's totally optional as well. Um, you will need soft water, fresh water, um, filter water if possible. Um, I use this kind of pot that tell me the temperature, which is pretty handful useful as well. And obviously you will need some paper filters for V60. I use this for Hario, but also totally optional. You could use any brand you like. So let's start. Like boiling the water. While the water is boiling, we will wait 20 grams or coffee. I storage my beans in this kind of um, stuff, very hermetic. Um, these jars with lid are better for that. Uh, so let's start waiting the coffee. Uh, so we will prepare 20 grams of coffee using 300 milliliters of water. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we can do it better. Now we're going to grind the coffee. I use this grinder, it's electric, but you could use whatever you have. Even the blender could be useful in this step. I set up this in a medium size. So this got pretty fine, medium and coarse size of grinder of grounds. So I set up in the medium with the lid and 10 seconds. So now we got our ground coffee, freshly ground coffee in place. Look at the grounds, the size of the grounds. It's pretty much like sugar, like brown sugar. It's not super fine, but it's something that we call medium. So the water is almost ready. We got our paper filter. We just have to put it on our V60, and we need to preheat the V60 and purge the filter with the hot water. So let's do that. So we, before of putting the coffee in the V60, let's put some hot water in the V60, in the empty V60, just to clean up the filter, remove any any particular or anything that the filter could have. And now we will use that same water, hot water, for preheat our cup. And now we are ready to put our coffee in the V60. Just like that. Now that we have our hot water ready, let's put our scale on 0 and let's start a timer, and then just we'll make the pre-infusion, which it's around 60 or 70 milliliters of water, just for the coffee to release all the CO2. It's gonna take around 45 seconds or anything like that. Should be really fast. Just a little wait. Now we will continue. After the 45 seconds, we will continue our brew. We will going until around 180 milliliters, and just wait one more time. Very slowly we will continue until we reach the 300 milliliters of water. It doesn't matter if we put some extra milliliters, it doesn't hurt. This should be ready in around 1.5 minute more. So let's just wait. One stuff that I realize is not necessarily is to steer or move the V60. There are some recipes that use a spoon for move a little bit of the coffee, or stir the V60 like this. I found that is not necessarily, um, at least in my experience. Um, we are really close to be done, and it is taking about 3 minutes. And this is gonna be the result of the bed of coffee. Should be flat. Now everything else is just to serve the coffee. We got 300 300 milliliters of fresh and sweet coffee. Let's put on our preheated cup. This is a very simple recipe. You need some additional equipment, but it's nothing too expensive, and you could enjoy this um, sweet and delicious coffee. Enjoy!